Hello, dear followers. Wel- Welcome back to our channel, Dirty Talks. Starting off with weather, after 2 full weeks of rain, the atmosphere is starting to loosen its grip. Today, we bring a familiar rhythm, but we can still see the clouds, and even though all the rain. Rain is expected for this afternoon, so if you're heading out, remember to carry an umbrella with you. So let's continue with our international news. Starting up with our president Pedro Sanchez, that has recently banned the social media for teenagers below 16 years. This has gained him a new enemy, Elon Musk, who is the founder of some of the most important social media apps. Continue with our local news. The Miño is threatening with flooding our football pitch. We are on alert because our river registered for the first time in 4 years a 7-meter rise from its normal height. I hope that the parking center and the shopping center doesn't flood. Me too. Let's move on to our section, Mystery to Crime Stories. So now we are going to talk about John Ramsey. It's the morning after Christmas, December 26th of 1996. The Ramsey house in Boulder is quiet, the kind of quiet that follows a long holiday night. When the mother walks downstairs and finds a note on the back staircase, 3 pages long, a ransom demand for her daughter, John Bennett. So this note said that John Bennett has been kidnapped and it asks for $188,000. The police are called immediately, the friends arrive to the house, people move in and out, and without anyone realizing in all time, the crime scene begins to burn. Hours pass, not call for kidnappers, the house is searched again. Around early afternoon, John Ramsey goes to the basement and in a small storage room, he found the dead body of his daughter. She has been dead for hours, and the case changed instantly. What began as a kidnapping investigation becomes an homicide, but the house was already being compromised. Evidence may have been moved, touched, or maybe lost. Investigators focus on the ransom note, its unusual length, the fact that it appears to be written on the house, handwriting comparisons, linguist analysis, and endless debate. Was it meant to mislead or was it genius? Outside the house, the media starts to grow up. John Bennett pageant photos are all around the internet. The public opinion starts spreading before all the forensic conclusions. The family becomes both the face or the grief and the center of this suspicion. Results reveal strangled and head. The sequence of events remains unclear. Detectives struggle to build a timeline that explains everything. No forced entry is definitely established, yet some evidence suggests an unknown presence. So the years pass, there are interviews and grand juries, new theories, and at what point prosecutors consider that these charges are related to child endangerment, but no indictment moves forward. The case stalls, the refuses again, and technology improves. DNA testing later reveals that some genetic material doesn't match any of the family. For some, this points to an intruder. For others, it raises new questions about contamination and interpretation of this thing. And so this story lingers that uncomfortable space between evidence and uncertainty, a case examined from every angle yet never fully explained. As it often remains, a 6-year-old whose life ended in a house filled with holiday decorations, the lights were still on, the answers never arrived. Nearly over 3 decades later, the investigators remains open, and the question that shaped the beginning still echoes. Now, not just who did it, but how much could happen without a clear ending. This is one of the cases where silence became part of the story itself. So, now let's talk about the new Epstein files that have been released. Oh yes, I'm so into that case.
the Department of the U.S. has published 2 million of pages, 2,000 videos, and over 180,000 photos the last Friday. They contain emails, text messages, articles, informs, and other materials related to the Epstein case. And this information is considered as potentially important for the investigation.
Yeah, and it was said by Blanche that the department had photos of almost every woman that was in the aisle, except from Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's longtime companion and associate who has been convinced of this clause, but officials added that they have preferred to engage in overcollection after later deciding to release only half of that amount.
So, in these documents, there's over 4,500 documents that mention Trump and Epstein doing sexual abuse. Trump has denied everything wrongdoing related to Epstein, and the White House says that it may contain fake or fraudulently present images, documents, or video to defend Trump.
Another new thing is that according to the emails published in 2013, Epstein drafted notes from and about Gates suggesting that he was engaged in extramarital sexual relationships.
Email for 2013 between Epstein and Richard Branson, and they suggested there that they maintain a close relationship. Also, they have found messages between Musk and Epstein between 2012 and 2014.
So the last thing we know about the department is that they haven't submitted the report yet, but Blanche said that the federal officials would do so in course. And now, let's move on to our new section, Storytelling!
Okay, so who starts?
You do.
Okay, so I'm going to tell a story that a friend told me that is really shocking. So last summer, and he was in his... and one of them had a girlfriend that was from Catalonia. So all the group decided to include her and start meeting up with her too. But most of them thought that she didn't have like much connection with the group, and also she sent messages to some girls telling them like, "You're such a pygmy. You're trying to steal my boyfriend."
Oh my God, the pygmy was her.
Yeah. So the next few days, they told this friend to push out this girl from the group, and he said that they weren't their real friends. So one day they were going through the village, and they saw in a house this girl cheating on his boyfriend.
Oh my God.
So they immediately went running to tell his ex-friend, and when they told him, they didn't believe him.
Now it's my time. We have to go back to 3rd of ESO.
Oh my God, spill the tea.
So my best friend was a guy, and he had like a really good friend, a girl. So once when I was hanging out with my other friends, they told me about one guy at their school that was flirty with everyone and that wanted to start something with one of my friends. So I asked for the name of the guy. And then the next day at school, my best friend told me that this girl was going out dating someone from another school. And I asked, who? And casually, it was the same guy.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I told my best friend, hey, I don't want to talk to the girl because I am not friends with her, but you can tell her that this guy is cheating on her because I have proof. I have conversations and my friend said so. So my friend does this, tells the girl, and then the girl, instead of blaming her boyfriend, she said that it was my fault that I was with her boyfriend.
Oh my
and
God.
She blamed me because I don't know, I was with her boyfriend when I didn't even have met it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. And now she doesn't talk to me. And in fact, she spread shit of me.
Okay, so now let's talk about some celebrity drama.
So, Zayn Malik was caught attention during a concert in Las Vegas when he joked that he hoped ticket prices weren't too high. just after Harry Styles had been criticized for the expensive tickets of his tour.
Although he didn't mention Harry directly, many fans took the reference as a subtitle dig, regarding the rumors of a supposed rivalry between the former One Direction bandmates. Again.
Saying tickets are so much affordable than the VIP package of Harry Styles that reach very high prices. This difference further fueled online speculation. However, the idea that they are at old dates back to 2015 when Zayn left the band mid-tour and later keep a distant relationship with all of them.
Yeah. Despite everything, there is no really real conflict confirmed, and it seems to be based only on a fan interpretation.
Finally, remember that season 4 of the Bridgerton are out, so go see it.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and activate the notifications in our channel.
Bye,
Bye followers!